Afternoon, Taylor. 2-1 victory here at Holmesdale. Coming back from 1-0 again, you must be delighted with the spirit the girls show.
Yeah, we don't make it easy, do we? But it's the one thing I've said a lot to the girls and in interviews this year, that they have got that spirit and that togetherness, and I think it's just a real natural part of the culture. The people we have here are good people, and that's naturally going to come out. We were saying today, like, Beth has had a month away with work, and she's come back and she's just fitted perfectly back in the side. Kath has been away and not trained. She's done 70 minutes today, was outstanding in terms of her work rate and stuff, and everyone just slots in fairly well. And we've got a lot of leaders on the pitch as well, which just amalgamates it all together. But yeah, spirit's outstanding. We'd like to have more control of the game for longer periods, and especially earlier on. But a win's a win at the end of the day. It's 3 points, and we've got to be happy with that and use that as momentum going into a clogged up schedule to finish the season.
Went in at half time 1-0 down. What was the team talk like?
Do you know what? It wasn't exactly low or anything like that. I think we knew we'd played well. We had a really slow start away at Bognor, and we let them know that they weren't very. They didn't have the right intensity, but today we did. I think the goal, it's just an individual part there, lapse of concentration. We've got to get more pressure on the ball early enough and be urgent with that. But I thought we played well. We had chances. We looked a threat much more than the first game. So it was just about making sure that we were able to believe in that threat more and continue what we were doing. And the second half, I think the changes we made were really positive. I think everyone stepped up a gear as well. So yeah, it was a good reaction at half time.
Talked about the changes that you made, Carly and Yellis coming on. How important is it to have that youth development coming through?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, these girls were probably propped up to play in a development squad that we were looking to set up in the summer. That didn't happen, and they've had to make the step up or not be here, and they've chosen to make that step up, so it's brilliant. Liz plays a lot of football. She plays college football, so we have to manage her. But today we really needed her, and she gave that brilliant tenacity and energy in the middle to replace Kath, who's obviously come off of being on holiday, so it was hard for her. But yeah, Liz outstanding, done the nitty-gritty bits really well, first and second balls. And obviously Carly is always a threat. She's been injured for a while. It's been tough for her, but she's got to be proud of how she stuck at it. And today she was very secure. She looked to combine with her teammates, and she was quite a threat also when she come on. So just having them and having that impact makes a difference to the side.
Another new signing as well, Hope, who was playing in right back, had a fantastic game. How did that signing come about?
I think Hope knew a lot of the girls from previous clubs and teams, but she is a real asset. Got her from the league above. I think we've made some really good signings this year in terms of the calibre of players, and Hope is certainly one that we're really happy with. She also plays college football as well, so it's hard. We've got to manage that right, but very strong. She probably saved us 2 goals today. Very important player. Ball striking's incredible. So yeah, she's one we've got to manage, but makes a massive impact.
Moving on, quick turnaround, big game against Bromley at PVR. What sort of game are you expecting? How are you going to line up the girls for this?
It's going to be tough. They've obviously had a change in management and playing staff, and it seems to have worked for them. They're getting big scorelines. So, yeah, we've got to make sure that we're very, very organised and we're hard-working and concentrated, and we've got to believe in ourselves, really. We can't just accept anything less than going for the game, really. We've got to make sure that we stick together and keep the same spirit as I'm sure they will. But it's just having a bit of belief, I think. They will be a strong side. It will be a tough game, but there's no reason why we can't put out a good performance and aim for a result.
How difficult is it to keep the girls' minds on track now? I believe you've definitely staying up mathematically. It's impossible to not remain in the league.
I think it's going for the next target and the next target, putting them little hints in a WhatsApp group or at training that, there's been a result elsewhere that's helping us, and we're going to climb that league and get as much points as possible. So, yeah, it's setting them little targets and going, do you know what? we can strive for more. I know that staying up, obviously we mentioned before, that's probably a target in the past, but we want to set an environment and a culture where we're consistently thinking about improving and developing as a team, as a squad, in terms of our performances, our results. So yeah, the target for us is to climb as high as we possibly can. So that's where our motivation comes from.
Okay, well, congratulations on your result today, and we'll speak to you again on Wednesday at PVR.
Thank you very much.